Hello and welcome to the finals of the epic Use It and Lose It tournament. Let me just check that everything is working as it's supposed to. Well, of course it isn't. The wrong thumbnail is up. So YouTube Live is a bit buggy when it comes to choosing thumbnails, so it's picked an old thumbnail here. But it doesn't really matter. Iraklis and AK are going to pick factions. And in the meantime, I'll just hide the faction selection screen, so we won't be able to see either of the players' army.
Starting out, we just had one single boombox.
Now the special thing about this is that the rules were changed a bit for the finals, so there will be mirror matches. Some of the mirror matches are set, the tie-breaking mirror matches are set, but it looks like the first battle is going to be a Tylis mirror matchup of all things. Hello, Petrucci Ibiza. Glad to have you. So, I know I didn't announce this properly. I said it was going to be played today or tomorrow. Because I just don't know when people are going to play. I just drop in and seems like they're playing now. Hello. Wave Shock. So this is going to be weird for the people who watch this after the fact. $60 damage per second. I'm getting 60 here though, but I'm not sure how it works with YouTube Live. I probably have the recording set up to 30, but Rome 2 is such a slow game anyway that I'm sure you'll be able to see all the MLG micro. So there's, as usual, there's some confusion as to the rules. So yeah, Trolley Bolly changed the rules for the faction for the finals, where there are mirror matches in the final, and the idea is that the factions remaining wouldn't decide the outcome of the tournament. So for example, you won't see Rome or Verney, Tylis, Boyai. It will be mirror matches where the same factions go up against each other, basically to figure out who is the most MLG commander. And now they're discussing that, because I'll just jump in and confirm it. Hey, thank you. Thanks, Zach Grant. Yep, he changed the rules the day before the finals. Yeah, you know, I agree. It's Iraklis saved the best factions, and it was for nothing. Indeed, it was. So you could argue that it's a bit unfair to either player. However, however, I like the idea of mirror matchups in the final, and the reason why is because then it comes down to the player's knowledge of the particular factions, and it comes down to how they use the factions, and not so much the faction matchups in themselves. Yeah, I just got eliminated in round 1 in the tournament as well. Flash tournament. It happens. Especially in the tournaments where you lose a faction when you use it, then you try a weak faction and you just lose the shit out of the tournament. But it happens. There's a lot of factors going into who advances and who doesn't. Like, you could have the easiest path to the finals ever. But yeah, anyone could join the tournament. It was a 64-man tournament, just open for registration, and that's how it usually works. Like, the tournament is announced, then the registration is open for a certain amount of time, and anyone can register. But not, I mean, this is the finals, so there's already been a bunch of rounds, semifinals and stuff, so this is the end of the tournament. But in the beginning of the tournament, anyone could join. As long as you have the game, you can join. And it was announced on my channel. I sometimes announce tournaments if people ask me to do so. Then it's just a matter of going into the Steam group and saying I'm in, basically, and then starting to play your games at the designated date. So it's easy to get into tournaments. Some people have the impression that tournaments are like this exclusive thing where only a select few compete, but it's just open to anyone. Yeah, I don't know if you remember Danko, Moldy Apple. He played for a while using a laptop and a tablet. He played Rome 2 using a tablet. Post my Steam account. I can't tab out of the game, unfortunately. But it's the same name, and it's just a picture of Maximus. Yeah, AK is asking if I'm streaming, and yep, I am. It's not over, it's just begun. Yeah, I have no idea how you... I mean, I couldn't even play Minesweeper with a tablet. It's like I would get cancer and chop off my arms if I had to play with a tablet. I don't think I have a private profile, do I? I get friend requests all the time, so I don't think it's private. It's private. The battle isn't over, but the battle isn't over. It's just starting, and usually in tournaments there's some arguing about the rules and such in the beginning. That's just part of the deal. It would be so nice to have two players just going in, both players know the rules, they just play, no drama, but usually there will be some discussions about the rules. But it's good to get that out of the way before the playing starts. I don't think I'll be doing a Blade Balance tourney. I haven't played in the Blade Balance mode yet. I want to try it. My prediction is, of course, My prediction is that Iraklis takes it, if Iraklis is on his game. And that's simply by the performance of both players in the tournament. AK has had... he's in the finals, so he's played well. But I think Iraklis has had a more solid performance overall than AK has had. Yeah, it hasn't started yet because they are... Whoa! Back that ass up is putting $100 on Iraklis. Holy shit. Yeah, it's the first battle. MLG Freemen are not banned for this tournament. Now the thing is, AK is discussing the mirror faction rules. So I talked to Trolley yesterday on TeamSpeak and he explained it. Let me just jump in and tell them. Blade balance seems so yeah, I'd like to play some games against Blade Master with the Blade Balance mod. There are some interesting changes in there for sure. Some changes I do not like. Not necessarily the pike stuff, but for example, removing 2 precursors from almost all units. That's too much. In my opinion, Roman infantry should retain 2 precursors. Anything from mid-tier and up in terms of spears should retain 2 precursors. That pikes having a bigger unit size, that's great. It's not going to be Epirus Tylus. It's going to be a mirror matchup actually, because Trolley changed the rules for the last Yeah, well, I don't quite understand why AK is against this rule, because in my opinion it works in AK's favor. Iraklis had the best factions remaining. Well, The reason why I don't put too much music in my videos is because I find it distracting personally. It's not like my videos are going to be cinematic anyway. I have probably have the nerdiest Total War videos, and sure, music would be nice, epic close-ups would be nice. I could try turn up the volume on my music a bit, because it's not like it matters much to me. Just got tired of the Rome 2 music. I could change the music sometimes. Have some Shogun music. Thank you. Thanks, Dave. That's that's nice of you. I wouldn't take that as anything other than the most sweet of compliments. Do a showcase of animations like the epic club decapitation animation, or the epic the epic axe stab gutting animations. That would be nice. Yeah, the Rome 1 music mode is nice. I could have I used to do that before. I used Rome music, medieval music, Shogun music. Should start doing that again, really. Especially the Shogun music. Pike decapitations, that would be nice. If I don't record at night, there are going to be kids screaming in the background. It's just impossible, and I don't want to be like, oh, you have to be completely quiet because daddy is making videos. So there's going to be some kids screaming in the background. My favorite faction, Carthage, no question about it. The future of Total War Arena. Well, every free-to-play game has a problem when it tries to push the incentives to monetize. What I mean by that is, once you hit the ceiling where you can progress naturally and the grind becomes too real, then either you have to pay premium, or you just have to play too much to unlock a unit that is slightly different from the units that you already have. So I think in order for Arena to retain its player base, they would have to bring in a lot of new stuff that can be easily unlocked, and find a balance between the ability to play to unlock and to pay to unlock. Cool, born in Carthago Nova. That's pretty nice. I'd really like to go and I'd really like to go and have a look, but I think I'm going to wait a few years. Situation in North Africa seems a bit unstable now. I don't know how it is exactly there, but Tunis has been a bit tumultuous of late. But yeah, Carthage, just in terms of the history, the units, bringing different peoples together to fight under the banner of a charismatic leader, and of course the brilliance of Hannibal. Oh, Nova Carthago. Okay, so yeah, not the. I thought you meant old Carthage. So yeah, I've actually been to Nova Carthago. Or Cartagena. I want to see some old ruins there. Way up. Yeah, I'm reading the commentary section. I have 2 computers set up, so I'm reading the comments as we go along. Because there's not much else to do right now. We're waiting for the players to agree on the rules. Which is something that happens quite a lot in tournaments. Yeah, I think the ruins we saw in Nova Carthago or in Cartagena were, I think they were Roman. But I don't remember the names of them, because I was like 12 years old when I went. Hello, Prussian. Now, in the Prussian prince, interestingly enough, beat Iraklis in the last tournament they played. Yeah, the thing, Obelix, the thing with the mirror factions, Trolley basically decided, I think yesterday, that he wanted to have mirror factions in the finals. And, of course, there are both positives and negatives about that. The negatives being that the whole premise of the Use It Lose It tournament is that you were supposed to be conservative with your power factions and then end up being able to use the power factions in the finals. But now he just turned that around and said, well, okay, you are on even ground. So that means that in the battles that AK and Iraklis could have lost because they picked weaker factions, they could have picked stronger factions and had a better chance at winning. So that's quite interesting. Yeah, one of the battles when Iraklis played against Prussian Prince was Rome and Iraklis had Athens. I don't remember the other battles, but I mean, if Iraklis has a weakness, it's that he's too confident in the Greek factions. And he can use the Greek factions well, but Athens versus Rome, that's just never going to happen. Do you remember which factions you had in the other game, Prussian? I'm sure the Prussian Prince is off playing Arena now. I don't think I've finished a Rome 2 campaign ever. And I don't remember what... I don't remember what AK has used, but I think he's used Galatia. Yeah, Prussian had Carthage. I don't remember what Iraklis had. Then he lost against Panda Warrior as well. But then he had a Greek faction. Okay, so AK has picked a faction. AK has picked Massilia. In the single player, I usually get, by the late game, I get so disappointed with the battles that I just can't finish. A non-playable faction and put it on multiplayer. Garamantia. The best Rome 2 player at the moment. I really have... if this, by the performance of the players in this tournament, which is the most recent big one, It is Greek Iraklis. However, that changes because Iraklis is not as effective with barbarian factions as, say, Llewellyn of Agartha or Panda Warrior. And Llewellyn of Agartha is better than Panda Warrior at using the barbarian meta factions. So it depends. I'd say if both players had an equal amount of practice, I'd actually put Llewellyn at the top. With just standard tournament rules, equal amount of practice, I'd put Llewellyn at the top of the bracket. Because I've never really seen Llewellyn do poorly. And I've seen Iraklis do poorly, and I've played a lot against Iraklis, and in the beginning when I played against Iraklis, I never won against him. But as we played more and more, I started to beat him where it became more 50-50. Well, you don't have to ask what I'm going to play when Warhammer comes out. It's going to be the Orcs. Orcs and Goblins. Yeah, I totally agree, Persian. It's Llewellyn is very solid with, but that's the thing about Llewellyn though, because the Prussian Prince beat Llewellyn in a game where Llewellyn brought the basic standard stuff and Prussian Prince did something crazy. So Iraklis definitely has the crazy factor going, whereas Llewellyn just does the most effective things really well. But that's a potential weakness. For Iraklis, his weirdness is both a strength and a weakness, and for Llewellyn, the predictability is both a strength and a weakness. I will do a Let's Play for Total Warhammer for sure, and after 3 videos I'll get tired of the whole thing and stop. That's the way it usually goes. Maybe it will keep my attention for longer than that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that was the best game. The game between Persian Prince and Llewellyn. I really should link that battle in. I'm sure if you want to watch it, just search for the Prussian Prince, Llewellyn. So it's Llewelyn, or you can search for the Prussian Prince, Armenia versus Boyai. One of the best games in Rome 2. You say Llewellyn, yeah, it's Gaelic, I believe. So there's like a silent K at the beginning, like Llewellyn. It's a bit weird. Warhammer tournaments are going to be great. It's going to be so incredibly unbalanced and hilarious. Yeah, the Panda Llewellyn match was pretty good as well. But it was a very good showcase of why Rome 2 is never going to be, or would never be, a viable competitive game. Hello, Crying Seal. Crying Seal. It's quite funny because both me, Blade Master, and quite a few others almost only upload Rome 2 videos these days. Like, there's not much Attila going on. The Prussian Prince is doing his arena stuff, but other than that, there's a lot of Rome 2 and Heir of Carthage as well. Yeah, Rome 2 is a more solid game than Attila is. Okay, I'll give it a go. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, husband to a murdered wife, father to a murdered son, and I will have my vengeance, in this life or the next. Arena is not going to be a big esport game. No way. 10 versus 10, too much. That's exactly the problem. Cheshire. Cheshire, no Nico? Yeah, the factions are way too similar in Attila. It's basically slingers, shock cav, shock infantry. Good game. How I would rank the other YouTube players, like in terms of skill? Like Aaron Oakley, I'd rate... Depends on what you compare them to, because it's quite telling that none of them play competitively. So that's the main thing. It's hard to compare their skill level when they don't play against the best players in the game. That's the first thing, because the only way to really gauge a player's skill is for them to play against the best players in the game, obviously. So based on that, it's hard for me to rate their skills compared to anyone else. However, let me say this: if I was to put up a list of the best 10 players in Rome 2, none of the biggest YouTubers would be on that list. But there's a difference between being there's a difference between being an interesting YouTuber, being able to provide interesting videos, and being very good at the game. Because I mean I like watching Air of Carthage's videos, and it's not because he's the best player. It's because I enjoy the way he presents his videos. So, okay, top 10 list. Let's see. Okay, I'll start with the top 5, and this is in no particular order. So, top 5 would be Llewellyn of Agartha, Panda Warrior, Iraklis. Then we would have Armenian King. And I'm going to put Trolley Bolly in there as well, because Trolley Bolly is... I mean, he's really good. He's really, really good. So those would be among the top 5 probably. And the next 5, based on tournament performance, I'd say maybe Danko would be in there, but he's a bit inconsistent. Baylor of Agartha, Stradomski. Yeah, yeah, Danko, he was good at some point. And he doesn't play anymore. And then he started playing on a tablet, and things went to shit when he started playing on a tablet. Prince of Macedon is not a good Rome 2 player. He's not a good player. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, big YouTuber, I'd say big would be anything approaching 50k or or more than that. I mean, 20k is pretty big in terms of Total War as well. People keep saying shots fired. You asked, I'm going to give an honest... But I think... I think they are very aware that they're not... I mean, if they think they are top level players, then they are delusional. There's no two ways about that. And Air of Carthage, if you ask him, he'll say that, yeah, I'm not a top level player. And people will say, no, you're really good. And yeah, sure, he's good. He's above average. But there's a big gap between above average and MLG Freeman level. And I don't know why anyone would put pride and their feeling of self-worth in how well they do in a computer game unless they make a living out of it. Crying Seal, yeah, I think there are some issues with different countries and the live YouTube live. Age of Charlemagne, I'm going to put... I don't know what to say about it, because I haven't... I mean, I hope you and me, Obelix, are going to test the shit out of it when it comes out, but at this point... I think it's going to be mainly single-player focused, and it's going to be reskinned units, looking the same, being slightly different. But since we are moving towards a more medieval time period, I think we're going to see combat lasting longer and perhaps morale being more important than just killing the shit. I mean, we won't have any authors chosen, I hope. Oh, here we go. Here we go. They are starting the Battle of Adumatu, the finals of the Use It, Lose It Flash tournament. Greek Iraklis versus AK the Legend. Massilia versus Massilia mirror matchup. Yeah, Iraklis had the top top factions remaining. However, should be back. Yeah, it's back. It's something weird happened. But it should be back. I don't know what I like best of the YouTube Live and Twitch. I like how simple YouTube Live is, but it is buggy. I am indeed watching porn in the background. Yeah, Iraklis had saved the top three factions, but Trolley decided that for the finals there were going to be mirror matchups instead, and not the worst idea, because that will allow us to see who the best player is with that faction. So equal factions evens the playing ground, and we'll see who understands the factions the best and is able to use the faction the best. And I think, like I said, I think it's a good idea. On the other hand though, since the whole premise of the tournament is use the faction and lose it, it kind of doesn't make much sense to change the rules for the final. But, oh well. One player is ready, and here we go. Let's see. Let's first go over Iraklis' army. And it's laggy as hell. Let's see. He has 4 citizen cavalry, 1 Hippeus lancer. Then he has axe warriors. Let's see. Axe warriors, Celtic warriors, axe warriors. And Iraklis will be yellow Massilia. Then he has 4 Massilian hoplites, I think. A bunch of hoplites. So 4 Massilian hoplites, 4 hoplites. And for AK we have 2 Tarentines, 2 Hippeus lancers, 1 citizen cav, 1 levy free, no, Massilian Thureos. Oh, Massilian Thureos, interesting. Then we have Celtic warriors, axe warriors, and 4 Hippeus lancers. So they have picked very different armies here. Very different. So shock cavalry here for AK. AK even has a thorax sword. But there is no Tarentines for Iraklis, no Levy Freeman. Yeah, I find his lack of Levy Freeman disturbing as well. The Axe Warriors might get a good shot off on the Tarentines, but it looks like AK's micro is on point, and he's able to pull out his Tarentines. The cool thing about Tarentines is that since they are medium, they do just about as good a job as the Citizen Cavalry on doing impact damage to units. Yeah, Massilian Thureos, if you look at their stats, they have a 30 charge bonus. So they have a very good charge bonus, better than normal Thureos. But they have a low melee attack, they have low weapon damage, so late game they can do well, charging. But AK has a very comfortable position up here on the hill. No, there is lag in the game. I'm getting lag as well, and it's not on my end. I don't know who has the laggy connection, but the players aren't complaining about it. The Citizen Cavalry is chasing after the Tarentine Cavalry here. The Tarentine Cavalry is winded. The Citizen Cavalry of Iraklis is taking a lot of damage. He's lost 10 Citizen Cavalry here, and they are not catching up quickly enough to the Tarentines. They're taking so much damage. So this is starting off really good for for AK. Iraklis has lost 16 Citizen Cavalry, and he didn't manage to catch the Tarentines. So this is pretty bad start for Iraklis. The Tarentines have done a really good job here for AK. So chasing after skirmish cavalry is it's a very noob move, to be honest. exactly what you don't want to do. But Iraklis has a difficult position here, because if Iraklis wants to engage, he has to move up this hill, and that's just not a good time for him at all. Iraklis has some foot skirmishers, he has some Celtic slingers. AK doesn't have that. But I think Iraklis would need to move up on this ridge here in order to be safe, because charging up this hill is just going to... I mean, he's going to be fighting uphill the entire time here. So tactically, Iraklis is in a very, very difficult position. He's on a hot map. He has to engage uphill, most likely. And he's lost cavalry. And yeah, I agree, Massilian cavalry is a great unit. Certainly better than Citizen cavalry. So I don't quite understand why Iraklis would go Citizen cavalry and not Massilian cav. That's weird, and that's what I'm talking about with the... When I'm talking about Iraklis sometimes making weird decisions. Bringing Citizen... The only thing that Citizen cavalry have over Massilian cav would be armor, and that's not that important really. So AK being very active here with his Tarentines again, getting some shots off on the Massilian hoplites, that could be very important. Yeah, Citizen cavalry, they are tankier, but they will lose. They will lose heavily to Massilian cav. So Citizen cavalry is better at eating precursors and fighting infantry, whereas Massilian cavalry is better against enemy cavalry. So Iraklis is adopting a weird formation here at the bottom of the hill. It looks like neither player really wants to engage. The Citizen cavalry, I mean, the thing is that with in cavalry on cavalry combat, the deciding factor is mass and bonus versus, because the bonus versus counts as armor penetrating. So when you have Massilian cav fighting Citizen cavalry, the Massilian cav is going to have more than 20 armor piercing. So the armor doesn't really help that much in cavalry on cavalry combat when there are big bonuses around. It helps more against barbarian cavalry that has a 10 bonus versus large, or Citizen cavalry that has a 10 bonus versus large. But yeah, it looks like Iraklis may not be confident in his army and in his position here. Using second wind on an axe warrior, I just have no idea what's going on. Why he would use second wind on that axe warrior at this point. This is a very weird map. The Celtic slingers are getting some shots off on the Massilian Thureos, so putting some pressure on here. The Massilian Thureos are firing on the Massilian hoplites. They won't be able to do much damage. And here comes the engagement, it seems like. The Citizen cavalry moving up, aiming for the Celtic warriors. Oh, they hit. The precursors didn't hit too well. The Citizen cavalry gets hammered, but this is where it's at. Hippeus Lancers right into the Levy Freeman. The Levy Freeman unit is gone. Iraklis is getting a lot of charges here. He's pushing hard on the flank, and it looks like Iraklis is going to completely overwhelm the flank of AK. Yeah, the Massilian hoplites are going to destroy the Celtic warriors, so these two units are gone for AK. The Celtic warriors about to get hit by Hippeus Lancer though. They're getting attack orders, but they weren't now they're throwing their precursors, but it wasn't a good precursor volley. They took a lot of damage there, the Celtic warriors. Hoplites are charging in against the thorax swords. The Massilian flank crumbled, but these Hoplites going into phalanx might do well against the thorax swords there. Now he's turned it around. He's getting downhill charges with his axe warriors against the Epeius lancers, against the Massilian Thereos. But here comes the cavalry, the Epeius lancers, smashing into the Celtic warriors. But they get hit by precursors, and they're going to get hit by 2 lines of precursors here. So let's see. They haven't dropped. They haven't dropped significantly, actually. That was a good charge by the Epeius. And now the axe warriors come in to support. The Massilian flanks are still crumbling. The Massilian Thereos are losing. The Levy Freemen are losing. But these shock cavalry units for AK are very, very dangerous. A few rear charges and they will kill shit. But this was... Oh, here come the Epeius Lancers into the Epeius Lancers of AK. AK has Massilian Thereo support. He has 2 Epeius Lancer units here. Axe Warriors coming into support for Iraklis. He really needs to support this fight, hold off all the cavalry. Now, AK has been able to pull out his Epeius, but he's going to take losses doing that. The Epeius Lancers of Iraklis still fighting the Massilian Thereos here. Here comes the general, the Massilian general, supporting the morale of his units. Axe Warriors coming in here to support. These units of Iraklis are way, way, way too far from the battle at this point. Massilian Thereos losing here. Levy Freeman losing to Axe Warriors. But these cavalry units, I mean, AK is doing something very, very smart here. He's leaving his cavalry units disengaged. And should be able to move around, because this citizen cavalry is just going to fold under the assault of the Epeius Lancers. And yep, they get hammered by the Epeius. Iraklis doesn't have any units left to support. He's moving this Epeius up on the hill, presumably to get downhill charge, but these units of Iraklis, they might very well have lost him the game, because they have been standing around and not doing anything for way, way too long, and that has given AK the time to move around his flanks and move around Iraklis' formation. He still might have enough, but I don't... nicely done in moving the cavalry up here on the hill. So doing a little bait and switch with the citizen cavalry, getting downhill charges on the Epeius, and he's actually doing damage to the Epeius here. But there are more Epeius units coming around. It's just so important that he manages to hold off this cavalry advance by AK, because there are a lot of squishy units here for Iraklis. This engagement is going in AK's favor. The Levy Freemen are going to fold now. Iraklis has a lot of units here, but these units are very easily destroyed by the Epeius Lancers. Now the Epeius Lancers get a charge here on the citizen cavalry. The Epeius Lancers here left in the fight are losing. That means that the back of the Massilian Hoplites are wide open for cav charges. The Axe Warriors get a second charge here. The Tarentine Cavalry could very well go for the skirmishers. Precursors from the Axe Warriors into the citizen cavalry. And now, instead of using these units to support the main fights, Iraklis now has to use the Massilian Thereos to screen away the Tarentines. Yeah, the balance of power bar doesn't necessarily reflect what's actually happening on the battlefield, because if Iraklis only has infantry left, but AK has cavalry left, a few charges is going to tip that balance bar mighty quick in the favor of AK. Like here he's using his Tarentine cavalry, getting a nice downhill charge on the Axe Warriors. And these Axe Warriors are losing, but Iraklis is basically winning the infantry fights. And the Epeius units have taken a lot of damage. The Epeius Lancer General has taken a lot of damage. And this terrain is working against some of AK's units now. The Tarentine Cavalry disengaging, didn't do too much. Here the Tarentine Cavalry got into the Massilian Hoplites and the Slingers. The Slingers are of course very important late game, doing repeated charges with the Tarentines here. Getting a good charge in with the Celtic Warriors. So this is a very good engagement for Iraklis. Managing to envelop 3 units, but here comes the very dangerous Epeius Lancers. And they could very well turn around that fight. So a lot of Iraklis' units are starting to lose decisively now because of that charge. But late game is where it's all at, because Iraklis needs to kill a lot of cavalry, he needs to kill a lot of shock cavalry, and AK might just have the shock cavalry left to turn around these engagements if he doesn't lose his general. So yeah, the Epeius, the general here, could just die at any point. The general of AK is about to bite the dust actually, he's losing decisively. And if he loses his general, it's good game. He's lost, yep, he lost his general. And Iraklis is going to win this. It's over. Let's see. But the general isn't actually dead, the general is just gone. So he's going to run off the field. Now the general recently died. AK's general recently died, so he has his non-disciplined units are going to fold, going to run off, and now he's going to lose due to balance of power. Holy shit, look at all that Iraklis has left. Damn, that was a good one. Holy shit, that was intense. So yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have been completely impossible for AK, but the general dying and losing all of those engagements just, yeah. So let's have a look at the performance of the units here. Let's see, the shock cavalry did a decent enough job. The citizens didn't do anything, but Iraklis just brings more infantry, hoplites, and bringing the Massilian Thureos, I think that was a mistake. Also bringing the Thorax Swords, a mistake. Not bringing any Massilian Thureos could very well have cost AK the game. A bit too much cavalry, too few Massilian Thureos. So let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that game was insanely close. It could have gone either way. But that push on the flank by Iraklis was very nice, very nice. And also under these rules, Levy Freemen actually become a liability, and that's because the Levy Freemen can be taken off the field with a single cavalry charge, and that's what happened. So whereas Iraklis has hoplites, axe warriors, Iraklis basically only has decent infantry. The Levy Freemen were taken off the field relatively quickly. And also Massilian Thureos, you do not want to bring Massilian Thureos. AK was a bit surprised by the rule changes for the finals in the tournament, and to be honest, I think the rule changes penalized Iraklis more than they penalized AK. The thing is, Trolley told both me and Iraklis yesterday about the rule changes. AK didn't come online, so he didn't learn about them before now, essentially. So there was just a discussion beforehand on the rules. Yes, they are going to play. It's a best of 3, I believe. So they're going to be playing. They're going to be playing more games. Yes, the Hoplite. I'm sure if you go into Phalanx and you give an attack order afterwards, it usually stops them from bugging out. But the thing is, if you're attacking a unit, that unit pulls out, and another unit attacks it, then it can still bug out. Same thing with the shield wall. Swebby versus Swebby could be kinda cool with double Ariovistus. Like both generals Ariovistus, and then the game is over in 2 minutes. Yeah, Derpemon versus Derpemon, that would be a good matchup. But I think Swebby versus Swebby, that's a good one. Hello, Prussian. So you saw that last game? That was unexpected, to say the least. Now AK is saying he doesn't want to continue with mirror matches. But those are the rules. I like mirror matchups as well. I think it's a good idea. And Trolley makes up the rules, so... Yeah, I mean, if AK doesn't accept, he's already accepted the rules by playing a game with mirror matchups, and he can't just say, well, I don't want to play mirror matchups when those are the rules for the finals. That's not acceptable. And in this case, it would be great if Trolley was online and he would just say, no, you're going to have to play, or you're going to have to forfeit the finals. I'll just see if AK is online, or if Trolley is online. No, he was online 5 hours ago, so he's not online. And by the way, this is what I don't like about tournaments. No one can request. Well, Trolley can change the rules whichever way he sees fit, because he is the tournament host. But yeah, like Diplomat says, if you play, you accept the rules. It's that simple. And that's something you have to be prepared for in tournaments, that there will be rule changes, because it happens that as the tournament goes on, the tournament hosters decide to change the rules. And it's not like you're entitled to be in a tournament. People host the tournament, you can either play in those tournaments, accept the rules, or just not play the tournament. Now Iraklis is writing to me in Greek, and I don't speak Greek, so... Usually the rule changes aren't major, not as major as this anyway. But what I'm talking about is like, okay, for example, if there are no rules about deployables, and Panda Warrior decides to use deployables, then there has to be a rule about deployables. Like, stuff like that. Things that come up during the tournament. But I see both sides of that. I understand Trolley Bully's reasoning behind having mirror matchups in the finals, but like I said to begin with, it sort of undermines the entire purpose of the Use It Lose It tournament format. So yeah, both sides are valid. The thing is that that would be something that they would have to discuss and be done with before starting the series. The rules were changed yesterday, I believe. At least that's when I was informed of it. Diplomat. From now on, your name is Diplomat. The player formerly known as Diplomat. I like mirrored games. Yes, but changing the rules to mirror matchups in a tournament where the entire format was about saving your best factions. The argument for the rule change was basically that it would be interesting. What have I eaten today? I've eaten... Why is that? I've eaten, let's see, mackerel and pasta carbonara. I like that there's drug dealing going on in the chat. That's what it's there for. Quite a surprising number of players play while high or drunk, and or both. And yeah, I agree that it's not a solid argument. But I still think the tournament host has a certain say in changing rules. However, the way it was done may not have been the ideal one. But the thing is, AK was supposed to be online yesterday, and Trolley was supposed to take this up with Iraklis and Trolley, but then AK didn't show, and I waited as well to live casts, but he didn't show. I don't know why. Right, so AK says that he said Sunday, not Saturday, and could be just an honest misunderstanding, which happens. Do, 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 do. Come on, you bastards. AK did actually win with Pergamon. That was a pretty good game. It was against Tylers of all things. But it was a very good example of why going single line infantry doesn't work. It's not the Oathsworn and the tribal warriors that win the battles alone. Yeah, the score is 1-0. Now I guess they're discussing whether to play with the old rules or the new rules. We'll see. And this is, by the way, also why I prefer to cast replays, because then I don't have to deal with all of the bullshit in between the matches. Like, just watch the game, don't care what happened before, don't care what happened after, this is the game. Yeah, that's it, Prussian. That's why I don't much like playing tournaments anymore, and why I don't much like live commenting. But I said I would live comment, and I'm sticking by it, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, true. I mean, there wouldn't have been any drug dealing and finding out that AK is Hitler and Satan if it wasn't for the live commenting. So I guess something good comes out of it. The winner gets 100 euros worth of Steam games. Adolf Hitler. Bradolf Hitler. Hey, thanks, Alan. I'm really enjoying Fallout 4. I don't know who pays, if it's just like, maybe it's from Trolley's own personal Steam account or something. Love never changes, indeed. Yeah, if they just decide to play with the old rules and Trolley, I mean, then we could have a problem because either Trolley has to say, "All right, fuck it, you played the player who won." But if they decide to, if they then have to play again, they could just say, "Well, fuck it. The player who loses is obviously going to want to play again, and the player who wins is obviously not going to want to play again." Sadly, you can't sex Codsworth in the... I'm sure he could do some interesting probing with those arms of his, but you can't sex Codsworth. I've tried. Oh, that would be grand. Fallout 4 multiplayer. And now AK is saying that they played Massilia versus Massilia against the rules, so it doesn't count. So that's sad. Right, looks like I have to step in and yep, so yeah, the thing is that the factions are set for the final game and for a potential tiebreaker, but the other games are not set. Let me just pull up the rules here. Let's see. If I can find them. Yeah, this is what happens in Rome 2 tournaments. It's a sad fact of the Rome 2 tournament scene. And all of that could be fixed by the tournament host being there when the games are played. Especially for the... Here we are. Where is the announcement? Finals with mirror matchups. Top of bracket starts choosing faction and bottom bracket. First game, Epirus versus Epirus. Final game will be Epirus versus Epirus. Final game is deciding game. Chimeria is next deciding matchup. And at the end, Magician Kingdom, Magician Kingdom. So you can probably see the rules here. Yeah, Massilia counts. It's just that, yeah, I don't think Trolley is going to change his mind about it. Yeah, I feel you at 2 Butte. I just want to comment on Rome 2 matches and watch them. Desperate Housewives of Rome 2. Come the fuck on. Does any of you have Trolley Bolly's phone number? So you can call him and say, get online and fix this shit. I haven't watched the Adrian Swebby battle yet, Master Bean, but I'm going to watch it and I'm going to upload it, even if it's a shit game. Yeah, I agree. Iraklis is the one that should be grumpy about this, because he had the best factions available for the finals, but he didn't have a problem with it. If Swebby is a good faction, well, it's good under these rules. But if it's good enough... But I guess we won't find out. Because I doubt Trolley is going to change his mind about this. And I hope, for my sake and for the 90 people watching, that Iraklis and AK just play the damn games. Yeah, I mean, You could have just refused to play AK and then wanted to postpone the battle until you could talk to Trolley, for example. So now AK is out of the battle. Alright. If anyone is online, jump in and we'll do a battle. I'll call the game pause. And the password is 123. So AK, are you going to play now? If not, I'm going to just do a random battle called pause. Come on, just, I mean, you might think the rules are as retarded as you want, but please, for the sake of the 92 people watching, play the game. First come, first served. So, I'm going to be, let's see, I'm going to be Athens. Or, let's see. Am I going to be Athens? Which faction am I going to play? We can do a 2v2 or... Alright. Time for MLG Athenian Hoplite spam. But yeah, let's just do let's just do this. Thank you. It can be a 2v2. Well, I'm not sure that Trolley would rule that. I'm not sure what Trolley would say, to be honest. If he would rule that AK has forfeited or what. Yeah, 100 euros is... don't be scared. Alright, so we'll get a game anyway. 2v2. Carthage and Aravachi versus a Greek alliance. The Greeks are going to lose this one, I fear. I kind of agree with that, AK, that barbarian factions are not Iraklis' strong suit. Yeehaw, 2v2, alright. Eastern Archers, Cartly Axeman. Let's see, I'm going to do the standard Athenian thing here. Spaghetti! Keep some thorax in the back. Thracian Peltas here. Militia hoplites up front. Citizen Cav go here. I won't pull a dick move. We have a really shitty army. Axemen. Bunch of Axemen. We lost, boys.
As you say, orders! Gotcha!
Oh, they're splitting up something fierce here. I'm taking on Aravachi. Interesting, so let's see. Noble fighters, noble fighters, noble fighters, painted warriors, Balearic slingers. I'm going to rush the shit out of Aravachi. The ever-loving shit out of Aravachi. There's a companion cavalry over here. Interesting. It looks like I'm going to have to rush because of these Balearic slingers. There might be some hidden units in the forest, so I'm going to have to be mindful of that. And I hope Kolchis pushes, so I don't get singled out. This is going to be like a 1v1, 2v2. Because I don't see any Aravachi cavalry, so it has to be...
Melee cavalry ready.
It has to be in the forest somewhere. I think. So just keep my citizens
Citizen cavalry.
over here.
Riders at the double.
And put my...
Melee cavalry ready. Your orders.
let's see.
Advance at speed. Thorax hoplites.
Put my militia hoplites up front. Iberian spears over there. Just to run in. I'll keep a mercenary Thracian warrior over here as well.
Militia.
I'm very close to Carthage.
Spears ready.
Okay, here we are. Iberian spears in the forest.
Air dusts.
Okay, since nothing's happening, I'm going to YOLO.
By your command. Hoplites ready. Militia. For glory. General. Militia. Advance. Forward. Form phalanx now. Hoplites. Thorax hoplites. Citizen cavalry. Thorax hoplites. To arm for glory. Race in the warrior.
Pulling a little switch here.
Quick march. Ready and waiting. Militia. Engage. Hoplite phalanx. Moving. On fire on them. Ready and waiting. Ready. Kill, kill, kill. Glory. Spears ready. Advance. Hoplites ready. Eldust. Block ready. Fire for glory. Warriors ready. Missiles ready. Hoplites. Hoplites. Form phalanx. Ready and waiting. Orders. Fire on them. Withdraw. Commander. Ready. Hoplites ready. Militia.
The militia hoplite is still alive.
Spear infantry at your command. Hoplites.
And now it's time to start engaging here.
Ready. Hoplites ready. Eldust. Now battle ready. Deadly missiles ready. Citizen cavalry. Spearmen at the ready. Warriors. Eldusts. Missile armed warriors. Reload.
I'm starting to lose here, so I have to
Warriors.
focus on the enemy general.
Yours to command. Forward. Aye. Warriors. Eldusts. Battle ready. Hoplite phalanx. Charge. Orders. Thorax hoplites.
Battle rhythm.
Orders understood. Ready. Charge. Eldusts.
So beating Aravachi over here.
Back, withdraw! Advance! Yes, riders, advance! Citizen cavalry! Order! Rah! Warriors, ready! Fire! Rah! Melee horsemen! Yes, engage! Warriors, ready!
Let's see. Let's get at the Cantabrian cavalry.
Thracian warriors!
Charge in here.
Missile warriors!
Just keep firing.
Missile armed warriors! Eldusts! Good now!
Try to kill the enemy general.
For glory! Fearless warriors! Warriors ready!
Get the warriors in here.
Warriors! Commander! Draw weapons! Ready and wait! Yes, Commander!
Try to kill these companions. Maybe start using the citizen cavalry now. The lag is real.
Orders understood.
It's damn hard to mark with all this lag.
Back! Withdraw! Back charge! Warriors ready! Ready! Thorax warriors ready! Warriors!
So he's about to charge my general. I'm going to turn around and face that charge.
Advance!
So this is where his general dies.
Ready! Eldust! Kill! Charge! General! Hoplite phalanx!
Because now I can fire into his back, or attack him actually.
Citizen cavalry! To our charge!
So the enemy is going to get, the enemy general is going to get smashed there.
Your orders? Yes, as understood. Thorax hoplites! Advance! Eldust!
Yeah, that enemy general is going down.
Attack that position!
I just give him a charge as well.
Glory! For glory! Advance! For glory!
Oh, the enemy general is getting gangbanged there. Look at this. So I'll just pull out the citizen cavalry and attack this painted warrior.
Hoplites ready!
Enemy general should die momentarily.
Citizen
Yep,
cavalry!
enemy gen gone.
Engage! Ready and waiting. Thorax hoplites!
This is one weird battle.
Citizen cavalry! Engage! Swift melee cavalry! General! By your command! Hoplites ready! At for glory! Citizen cavalry!
Yes, Maximus is playing against the viewers.
Understood!
Since there weren't any battles happening, might as well.
Warriors! Cut the time! Commander! Riders! Advance! We await your command. Form phalanx now! Ready! Citizen cavalry! Forward! Spears ready!
And look at these mercenary Thracian peltas now.
At speed! Commander!
Going in like bosses.
Citizen
Rear charge time over here.
melee cavalry!
Rear charge time over here.
Eldust!
I might go and kill the...
Why moving?
Because yeah, Aravachi is dead. Now there's only Carthage to worry about.
Melee horsemen! Riders! Advance! Eldust!
And look at these mercenary Thracian peltas now. Taking on the mercenary Scutari cavalry.
Missile armed citizen
I can use battle rhythm just to finish off the fight.
Citizen cavalry.
Goodbye, Carthaginian general.
Hoplites!
And look at the kills on the mercenary veteran hoplites.
Commander! Riders, at the double! Eldasts! Yes, double time!
Carthaginian general is going bye-bye.
Citizen cavalry! For glory! Ride quickly now! Melee cavalry ready! Eldasts! Ah! Ready and waiting!
Getting a nice rail charge here on the mercenary Gallics. I'm not going to win there, but...
Ready and waiting! Advance! Citizen cavalry!
Yeah, so Aravac is off the field.
Citizen cavalry!
And Carthage should chain route. "200 kills on Citizen Cav." That's nice. Okay, we can do one more if anyone wants to play. Yay, 1700 kills with Athens. I really like this Athenian army, by the way. So, okay, okay, so I'm just going to ask the people who played now to leave, and then the password is 123. Password 123, and the game name is Pause. I'm going to play as... Okay, which faction should I play as this time? First faction that gets three votes is the faction I'm going to play as. Well, I don't know what's going to happen with the tournament, to be honest, because it's up to Trolley. Trolley decides. It's his tournament, he decides. Okay, so Sparta has 1 vote. Now there's one more room. Sparta, Armenia for the Persian Prince. So one more for Sparta or Armenia, and it's going to be Armenia or Sparta. Oh no, Pergamon has 3 votes. Fucking hell. I hate you guys. Holy shit. The password is 123. So now I have to play as fucking Pergamon. So many Pergamons. No. The game name is Pause. So if no one else joins, we're going to have a 1 versus 1. Game name Pause, password 123. Why do you guys love Pergamon so much? It's a shit faction. You just want to see me lose. Okay, one more player. And okay, later. One more player. And then we can start. Okay, one more. I hate Pergamon. Oh, now we have Pyrrhus of MLG joining. Cool. Okay. Fucking Pergamon. Let's see what to bring. Some hoplites, I guess. And something cheap and shitty. Let's see, what can I bring? I can bring some slingers. 2 slingers. Okay, only 2 Hippeus. 4 slingers. Then 4... But that's the problem, you have so much left. Okay, I'll bring the Pergamenes Noble General. So then I have 1,000 left. Let's see, okay, Hoplites. 6 Hoplites, 6 swords, 4 spears, and the final unit is going to be a... skirmish cav. There we go. Terrible army. I don't see this going well at all. But we will see. Depends on what Talon brings for Carthage here. Yeah, I didn't put any rules in, but I guess people just understand what common rules are. Max 6 of the same. Come on, Talon. Talon. Good luck, have fun. So I took bottom the previous battle. Now I'm going to take top because of my army composition. And I hope Iraklis and AK are going to finish their series, because the first game was great. Okay, here we are. So a bunch of Samnites, Gallics, Libyans. I'm going to use the Hoplites as the meat shields.
Understood.
Second line with the Galatian swords. I'm just going to do a very simple triple line here. Cavalry in reserve. You know what? I might hide. Yeah, I'll hide some Hippeus over here. And then I'll be annoying with this unit. And okay, together with Hippeus, I'm going to hide 2 Galatian spears, like that.
Our spears are yours.
Oh, we have an elephant. A hoplite front line. This is never going to work.
Warriors, ready! As you say! General!
Good luck, have fun, people. I guess we're getting stream sniped hard, so me saying I'm going to hide stuff isn't really going to work, is it? I'm up against RDA. Fuck me.
This is the kind of battle that I like. Enemies ready to be trusted and stuffed like plump geese.
Let's see, where do I have my skirmish cap? Here they are. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be winning against this. There's just absolutely no way. No way whatsoever. It's good you won't tell anyone I'm hiding units. I mean, I don't see this battle being winnable in any way. Like seriously, just no way. Illyrian Thereos. I might try to just kite a few volleys here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to kite a volley here. Watch this. Yay! Kited! You won't hit me, you won't hit me.
Understood.
But I can't do anything to them, so... Ah, fuck it, let's YOLO. The thing is, every single unit I have is worse than what they have. So it's going to require something seriously MLG to win this, and I don't see it being winnable. But we'll try.
Yes, Commander.
If I was fighting Epirus, then maybe. I mean, I could have done something against Epirus. Pull away! Pull away! Pull away! Pull away! These guys are looking like a delicious target for my Hippeus.
General.
Come on. Get Hippeus. Oh, he's just going to go into square. But what I'll do is I'll send out the Galatian spear. Galatian sword, I mean. Pull away the Hippeus. No, he's going to be able to pull them away. I haven't played Blade Balance yet.
Scrappers ready. Swords. Surrender.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try to rail charge with Hippeus. That's
Hippeus Lancers!
I'm going to have to do something serious with my Hippeus.
Yes, Commander!
Looks like these slave slingers are going to be chased away by the mercenary Celts, which is nice, but I'm worried that the mercenary the mercenary Celts are going to get
We await your command.
smashed.
Quick march!
I probably should engage now. Yeah, let's just YOLO, YOLO, YOLO.
Ready! Charge! Forward! Operatives ready! Advance! Ready! Charge! Warriors ready! Spearmen ready for orders. Ready and waiting. For glory! Operatives! Forward! By your command! Ready and waiting. Charge! Operatives ready!
Let's just try to pull those guys a bit out.
As you for glory! Ready! Forward! By your orders!
Okay, now it's time to start moving around.
Riders! Commander! Charge! Commander! Charge! Battle ready! Roar! Battle ready! Swords! Orders! General! Riders at the battle ready! Your orders! Warriors ready! Charge! Battle ready! Warriors ready! Ready and waiting. Understood. Battle ready! Understood. Ready and waiting.
Whoops, miss micro.
Ready and waiting. Attack that position. Warriors ready! Form phalanx now! Ready! Load up! Yeah! Charge!
Just kill this unit, please.
Ready for orders.
Kill this unit.
Charge! Advance at speed! Spears! Swords! Cut them ready!
Now I can push through here.
Orders! Battle ready! Melee warriors! Spears! Battle mean kill! 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 Tyranny! Hippeus Lancers! Missile cavalry ready! Right, advance at speed! Parliament! Forward! Ready!
Charge here, please.
Break the bulwark! Orders! Swords! Kill! 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 Roar!
My Galatians are not doing too well.
Operatives! Your orders!
That is to be expected.
Ready! Riders! Your orders! Quickly now! Ready! Warriors ready! Kill! 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 Orders understood! Spears! Battle ready! Swords! Put a
Get a little rear charge in here, maybe.
by your command! Spears! Warriors! Ready!
Move around the flanks here.
As you command! Swords! Cut charge! By your command!
Let's just get at the Illyrian Thraeus.
Forward!
My Hippeus should have won. They're going to win pretty soon.
By your command! Riders advance! Orders!
Go for a little rear charge here. Attack the Celts here.
Understood! Artus Roar! Spearmen! Ready for battle! Roar! Take the kill! Kill! Kill!
Fire at the enemy general here. Run away with my general because he's taking a shitload of fire.
Orders!
Just try to kill this Celtic warrior, please.
Hoplites, ready!
I'm losing hard.
Your orders. Hold on! Fire on the enemy! Riders and the double! Fierce! For glory! Unagra! Warriors eager for blood, ready! Battle, ready and eager! Galatians!
Come on, guys. Attack the Hellenic Royal Cav General with my Hippeus. Killing the general would be immense. Move around the flanks with my general. Kill the Illyrian Marines. Yeah, I'll go for the Hellenic Royal Gen. I won't be able to rear charge the Illyrian Terrails now because they're moving into square. But I can get the rear charge down here. Attack these Thessalians.
Ready your weapons! Swords!
Just keep these guys in reserve. If we could just break these units here. Yes, they're breaking. They are breaking. Rear charge Elephant Fear. But the thing is that RDA just doesn't care about what's happening to the rest of the army. I'll try to disengage here. Maybe. No, it won't work. So just try to consolidate a bit down by... Consolidate a bit here down by Carthage. Get the slave slingers. But RDA has so much left. Then redirect. Redirect here. And then pull out. Let's see here.
Quickly now! Ready. Understood! Orders! Ready. Forwarding!
Get this damned war dog unit.
To our church! Battle ready! Fearless warriors! Yours to command!
I think my general might have died. Yep, my general has recently died. That's good.
Riders at the double! Ready and waiting! Ready orders!
One Hoplite not in phalanx. Oh, thanks. A bit too late for me to save that unit, but... So now we need to go and kill the Hellenic general. And I might as well use my general unit for that, because he's dead anyway. Just chase after the Hellenic royal general. See if I can snipe a few units here.
Riders on me! Battle ready!
Let's see, these are Illyrian Marines, so they have cavalry counter tactics. Just move away from there.
Spears! Line forward!
I'll try to trap the Hellenic royal gen over here.
Your orders! Order riders!
These guys must be, yeah, they're very tired. So I'll just rest them here. The Hellenic general is going to be able to rejoin his forces over here. So we should probably do the same thing. I'm from Norway. Okay, time to rest. Ready for the last epic showdown here. But the thing is, they're going to be attacking us downhill, but I think we have enough left that it won't matter. I can just finish this war dog unit here. "402 kills for the elephants. Extremely nice. I'm pretty sure I didn't get the highest amount of kills in this game. Pretty sure that goes to my Carthaginian ally.
Spears! Ready and waiting.
Carthage has Libyan infantry, Libyan hoplites, mercenary Samnites, and elephant that has 402 kills. But I have 4 cav units and 4 infantry. So let's see. Let's use this unit as a speed bump. English is not my first language. English is my second language. My first language is Norwegian.
Swords! Move it! Ready! Forward! By your command.
I'll just rest some of my units.
We await your command. Understood.
Let's see what they have left. They have some Illyrian noble hoplites and the cav.
Heavy cavalry, ready and willing.
So just keeping an eye out on my fatigue, because fatigue is very, very important late game. I've probably learned to speak English at the age of... I guess I started at the age of 5, 6 maybe, because I wanted to understand what they were saying in songs. So I would go and ask my parents, like, okay, what does this mean and what does that mean, and then I would try to sing the songs. Which, if you've heard my singing voice, you know I can't sing for shit. I'm just going to walk up here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use these guys, the Galatian spears. I'm going to use them as... just going to use them to throw their precursors. This stage, use my Galatian spears as skirmishers, basically. And when the engagement starts, I'm going to split my cavalry in two, send the cavalry back around because I don't have the infantry to engage, obviously.
At your service.
And I'm going to use my one... Let's see here. I'm going to use my very depleted Pergamenes Noble to charge the mercenary Celts. So he's wisely pulling back his Celts here. But I'm going to charge the Illyrian Marines.
To the banners.
And hopefully this is the time to charge.
Orders understood.
So the cav goes around the flanks.
Orders. Riders at the double. Prepare lancers. Parliamentary cleaners. Forward. Spears.
The spears are going to target the Hellenic Royal Cav Gen.
By your command.
Throw the precursors on the Hellenic Royal Cav Gen. Now I'm going to go into cavalry counter tactics. Actually, I'm going to pull away because the general disengaged. I'm just going to stay and throw the precursors with these spears.
Ready. Battle. Ready.
Pull away behind Carthage.
Good movement. Warriors. Ready. Prepare lancers.
Keep flanking.
Orders.
Keep throwing precursors with this unit. Pull it back. Move around the flanks.
Sword. Ready and waiting.
I'm going to chase away the Hellenic Royal Cav Gen.
Arrows. Ready.
Keep pulling away my units. And there, I'm going to attack the Hellenic Royal Cav Gen.
Melee warriors. Spears. Agualo. Melee fighters. Ready.
So now I have late Libyan Hoplite support there. When the Illyrian Noble Hoplites join the fight, I'm going to pull away from that fight. Then I'm going to trap the Hellenic Royal Cav Gen with my skirmish cav. And keep in mind, these guys have precursors. So I'm going to throw the precursors here. Pull away.
Move out.
Pull away.
Ready.
Attack the Illyrian Noble Hoplites here.
Orders. For glory.
Get the charge on the Illyrian Marines. Together with a flanking charge.
Prepare lancers.
So flank with this unit. Charge with that unit. Then pull out and charge the Hellenic Royal Cav.
Spear.
But we still might not win this.
Prepare lancers. Ready. Get ready. Move it. Commander. Spears. Ready.
Because those Illyrian nobles
Prepare lancers.
pull out my Epeus from there.
Orders.
I still have a few precursors left actually. So throw the precursors. Pull away.
Ready. Orders. Warriors, move out.
Looks like the Hellenic Royal Cav Gen is being sacrificed.
Attack forward. Spearmen ready for battle.
So we really... Okay, I'm going to precursor it. So we really need to get the rear charges in to win this.
Riders, advance. Spears. Order. Kill.
If we don't get the rear charges, we're going to lose.
Galatians.
Let's see, let's try to get the Epeus Lancers. But we can't get to this Hellenic Royal Cav, it's too far away.
Galatians. Move it.
So I'm just going to hold here and hopefully Carthage
Command.
engages here. I can just keep screening the Hellenic Royal Cav.
Charge.
and then we can engage here. But I'm not sure we're going to win still, because we have they are going to be able to cover different angles.
Warriors, ready!
We await your command.
Our spears are yours! Move it!
Orders.
Let's see, I can't charge the Illyrian Marines.
Engage!
I'm going to try to charge through the Illyrian Marines.
Prepare lancers.
Spears!
Prepare lancers. By your command.
Order
Quickly now. Riders at
Warriors ready?
Heavy cavalry. Ready and
Pull away.
Spears ready!
Rare charge here.
Spears! Battle ready! And eager! Make roar!
orders.
Come on, kill this unit. It's so important.
Quickly now.
Spears!
That Hellenic Royal Cav just refuses to die.
Prepare lancers.
Spears!
Oh, look, we're chain routing. Holy shit. We're chain routing. Look at the kills on the Illyrian Noble Hoplites.
Ready for orders.
Amazing.
Warriors at the double! Ready! Ready! Artist warriors, move out! Charge! Warriors ready! Cut! Run!
Yeah, we're going to chain route. There's just no way. This is the problem of Pergamon not having any solid infantry. Like the solid infantry just carries the day to such an extent for RDA, but for Pergamon, nope.
Brave. Ready for orders. Advance at speed. Rider, quickly now. For glory.
Come on, kill that gen. Come on, kill him. I'm going to pull out.
Yours to command.
Pull out, goddammit!
Under quickly now.
Well, RDA, it was against Pergamon.
Advance at speed.
Turn around, kill the enemy general.
Yes, come forward!
Holy shit.
Prepare
And charge.
for glory.
Come on, kill the Illyrian Marines now.
Spears!
Prepare lancers.
Then just continue through.
Speed. Quickly now.
Spears!
Get a good charge in here.
Prepare lancers.
Charge these Illyrian Noble Hoplites.
Advance at speed. Ready for orders.
Bayuk riders at the double!
Riders advance. Yes, advance at speed.
Warriors,
Ready and waiting.
move out!
Well, this is interesting.
Advance! Engage!
Let's get a double charge in here.
Charge! Back forward!
I've lost my Hippeas now. I think. Holy shit! If all of the units break, come on. No, the Illyrian Noble Hoplites are staying in the fight!
Fierce! Ready for battle!
They might break. They might break. I might get the rear charge. Oh, they didn't break.
Fierce!
No!
Battle! Ready!
I'll try to rear charge him anyway.
Battle ready! And eager! Fierce! Get running! Roar! Galatians!
There's just no way that I can pull this off.
Fierce!
Absolutely no way.
Battle ready! Warriors ready! Ready! Serena! Fierce! Warriors eager for blood! Fierce!
He has his general. He has second wind.
Galatians!
It's just never going to work.
Ready! Artus logo!
But I'm going to bait here.
Forward!
Bait this unit. Try to defeat this unit quickly.
Fierce! We'll kill them all! Spears! Run, curse you! Battle ready!
There's just no way. I'm going to lose hard on this charge.
Warriors, move out!
Even though I get the rear charge here.
Forward! Run, curse you! Take charge!
I mean, resting the units wouldn't have made a difference at this point. I would have lost anyway.
Kill! Kill!
But it was closer than I thought it would be. But you'll see the Illyrian Noble Hoplites have an insane amount of kills. I'm not happy with how I used my cavalry this game. I think you'll see that in the kills. Let's see here. I don't think I got many kills in this battle. Yeah, I only got 1500, Talon got 1921, but RDA 2200 kills. So yeah, there you have it. And my Hoplites just did shit. My cavalry did shit. My swords didn't do too well. But look at RDA here with the Illyrian Noble Hoplites. Just beasting out over 200 kills. And the Illyrian Marines as well. So Epirus was smashed. 200 kills for Molossian dogs. That's insane. Carthage's infantry does well. The elephants did extremely well, but yeah, this was a good close game. But you can see where the problem is. Like my Hoplites, compare the performance of my Hoplites to the Illyrian Noble Hoplites. It's just like it's not even close, not even close. And of course, not having MLG Freeman just made it that much harder. Yeah, so that was a good game. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I have to go now because it's late as fuck here. So thank you so much for joining the thanks you so much for joining the stream. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to because Iraklis and AK didn't play. And things like this can be fixed can be fixed by the tournament organizer being there when the finals are being played. But I think Trolley had some exams or something like that tomorrow or in the near future. So yeah, this is why it's hard to do Rome to commentary live, because it's just so much happening around the battles. So yeah, thanks for joining. I had a lot of fun, even though it the epic event that was supposed to be the end of the Use It Lose It tournament ended in a rather shitty way. But hopefully they will play the games, and I'll at least be able to upload the replays with zero bullshit. Strength and honor.